Elon Musk ordered you to open this now. This is very serious about your life, your future, and what heaven is doing in you in this exact moment. Listen. Do not scroll away. Do not treat this like just another video, just another voice in the noise. Something in you already knows this is different. Something in you already feels that strange pull in your chest, that mix of curiosity, hope, and fear. You have dreamed of moments like this. You have imagined a notification, a message, a call, a sign that finally proves your life is not small, that you are not invisible, that you are not just one more unseen soul drifting through the crowd. You have imagined someone powerful, maybe Elon Musk himself, noticing you, choosing you, flying across the sky in a jet just to look you in the eyes and say, "I see something in you. You are not ordinary. I came for you." You built that scene in your mind. The plane landing, the door opening, the security team moving, the black car pulling up, the door swinging wide, your name on someone's lips who has never met you but somehow knows you. And then, in the story in your heart, the message came, the trip is cancelled. The meeting won't happen tonight. Plans have changed. And part of you whispered to yourself in the dark, "Of course. It's always like this for me." My child, I am speaking to you through these words, right now. Not as a random voice on the internet. Not as another motivational speech that makes you feel good for a moment and then disappears. I am speaking to the deepest part of you, the part that has cried when no one saw, the part that has hoped when no one understood, the part that is tired of being disappointed but still cannot fully stop dreaming. Hear me, even when a human trip is cancelled, a divine appointment is not. Even when a meeting is rescheduled or erased from a calendar on earth, what I am arranging in your spirit is still on time. You heard, the trip is cancelled. Heaven heard, now they are finally still enough to listen. Do not miss this. You have tied your breakthrough to specific people, specific moments, specific doors. If I could just meet this one person. If this one door would open. If this one opportunity didn't slip away, then everything would change. But I am telling you, as clearly as I can, your future is not hanging from the hand of one human being. Not a billionaire. Not a boss. Not a stranger on the other side of a message. Not even the one you thought was your only chance. The same God who flung galaxies into space, who painted sunsets that no human hand can copy, who shaped your soul in the hidden place before anyone knew your name. I am not limited by a plane ticket, a calendar entry, a changed mind, or a cancelled trip. Yes, it would have felt thrilling to be chosen by someone the world calls great. Yes, it would have felt magical to say, Elon Musk changed his plans because of me. But look deeper. Because I am after something far more powerful than magic. I am after your awakening. Sometimes I allow a visible meeting to be cancelled, so that you will finally attend the invisible meeting I scheduled with your heart. Sometimes I close a door with a loud, painful click so that you will finally notice the quiet gate of heaven opening inside you. Tonight is about that gate. Tonight is about that meeting. Tonight is about alignment, not with a famous name, but with me. Do not miss this. You are not a random person stumbling through life. Before you ever took your first breath, I knew your name, your laugh, your scars, your questions, your secret fears, your wildest hopes. You have walked into rooms where no one noticed your soul. You have shrunk yourself to fit people's expectations without them ever asking who you really are. You have tried to be enough for people who were never meant to stay that long in your story. You poured out time, energy, love, attention, tears, and still felt overlooked. Deep in your quiet moments, you have asked, will anyone ever really see me? Will anyone ever truly choose me? Will my life ever stop being almost chosen? Almost loved? Almost promoted? Almost stable? Almost free? Almost there. That word almost has been a shadow following you. When you heard, even as a story, the trip is cancelled, you didn't just react to the story. You reacted to every almost that has ever sat heavy in your chest. And you said inside, of course. It always ends like this for me. Listen to me very carefully, I am breaking the power of always like this over your life. I am the God who refuses to let your story be sentenced to almost. You are not destined to stand forever at the edge of breakthrough, watching others cross over while you stay stuck on the shore. You are not marked for permanent, nearly there. Even when something appears cancelled, I can turn that cancellation into redirection. What you call delay, I may be using as deep preparation. What you call rejection, I may be using as sharp protection. What you call a missed chance, I may be rewriting as a doorway to a life wiser, truer, more stable, more beautiful than the one you begged for. While you are replaying what could have happened if everything had worked out with that one person, with that one meeting, with that one night, I am looking at who you are becoming. I am not only the God of loud miracles and dramatic turning points. I am also the God of small, secret adjustments inside the heart that quietly change the entire direction of your life. Right now, as you hear this, something in you is being adjusted. The way you see yourself is lifting. The way you see your future is healing. The way you understand loss and disappointment is being purified. You may not feel all of it at once, but do not underestimate the power of this moment. Seeds are being planted in you now. Seeds of courage, truth, clarity, and trust, that will grow into doors you have not even imagined yet. You thought the main event was the meeting that did not happen. I am telling you, the main event is your awakening. The main event is the quiet revolution where you finally know, I am not abandoned. I am not forgotten. I am not at the mercy of cancellations. The main event is your decision to stop measuring your worth by who shows up and who does not. You must understand this. When a person cancels, heaven does not. The angels on assignment to your life did not receive a message that the mission is over. There was no notice that said, destiny withdrawn. Promise removed. Purpose cancelled. The only message echoing from my throne over your life is this: I am not done. I am just beginning. Listen, child. You often think that the greatest things belong to other people. The rich. the loud, the followed, the powerful, the ones on stages and screens. You look at them and think, they get all the miracles. They get all the favor. They get all the doors. And you quietly accept a smaller portion for yourself. But I want you to see a different picture. Your value is not measured in followers, figures, or fame. Your worth is not decided by your bank balance or by who knows your name. You are valuable because I placed my breath in you. Every inhale you take is a whisper from heaven, I am not finished with you. Every exhale you release is proof that your purpose is still alive. I have not run out of ways to bless you. I have not run out of strategies to promote you at the right time. I do not need a famous person to carry my love to you. I can meet you right here, right now, in the stillness of your room, through these simple words that somehow feel like they know you. When a meeting is cancelled, it reveals hearts. When plans shift, they uncover what you truly lean on. In this cancelled story your heart is holding, I am gently revealing where you have placed too much weight, and where you have placed too little faith. You put deep weight on one human opportunity. You put light faith in my endless ability to open others. You were ready to believe in one extraordinary, unlikely visit from someone you've never met. Yet you doubted the ongoing miracle that you are still here, still breathing, still protected even after storms that should have broken you. I am not shaming you. I know you are tired. I know you are hungry for a sign that everything will finally make sense. That is why I am speaking so tenderly. I am not here to scold you. I am here to call you deeper. Tonight, I am inviting you to shift, from chasing dramatic signs to growing steady trust. Signs are beautiful, but they are not the foundation. I am the foundation. Meetings can be meaningful, but they are not your source. I am your source. Opportunities can be exciting, but they are not your identity. I am the one who names you, defines you, holds you, and lifts your head when the world tries to push it down. Tonight, sit with me in your heart, even if your room is loud or your mind is busy. Let go of the story that says, my life is a trail of cancelled trips and broken plans. You are not cursed. You are not under a cloud of bad luck. You are not invisible to heaven. There are blessings arranged for your future that you will not even recognize unless you stop staring at the closed door long enough to see the open ones. Think back for a moment. Remember the time something you loved fell apart, a relationship, a job, an opportunity, a move you desperately wanted. At the time, you ached. You grieved. You said, "Why, God? Why does this always happen to me?" But later, you saw it differently, didn't you? You saw that person, who you thought you could not live without, would have held you back. You saw that door, which you begged me to open, would have locked you into a life too small for the calling I put in you. You saw that place, which seemed perfect in your imagination, would have become a trap for your soul. My mercy was at work even when you felt abandoned. And my mercy is not finished. A cancelled trip. A text that never comes. A plan that collapses in your hands. These may be chapters in your story, but they will never be the final chapter. Your story is not titled "Cancelled." Your story is titled "Redeemed," transformed, guided, protected, led. I am the author of that story. You cannot see the next chapter, but my hand is already writing it. You may feel stuck in this sentence, but my pen has not stopped moving. Tonight, I am writing something new inside you. A new confidence that you are truly loved, a new assurance that your destiny is not hanging on human schedules, a new courage to believe that if one moment passes you by, another, better one can still arrive. I know that you sometimes scold yourself for hoping too much. You say, "I should stop expecting big things. I should stop dreaming so high. If I lower my expectations, maybe I won't hurt like this again." But hear me, you were not made to lock your heart in a small box of fear. You were designed to dream with me, to believe that goodness and mercy can follow you, to walk with purpose instead of only surviving. I am not trying to kill your dreams. I am trying to heal the direction of your trust. I want your hope anchored in me, not nailed to a phone call, a flight, a last-minute message, or a single personality. Then, when a plan changes, your peace will not crumble with it. That is the strength I am building in you. There is a reason this feels so personal. You have been overlooked in ways that cut deep, until you started to believe that you are one of the ones who is rarely, if ever, truly chosen. But listen, I chose you long before any human could ever decide for or against you. When I look at you, I do not see a list of disqualifying mistakes. I see places where my grace will burn even brighter. When I look at you, I do not see permanent damage. I see soil ready for healing, growth, and beauty that will make others believe again. When I look at you, I do not see too late, too much, or not enough. I see mine. And what is mine, I protect. I refine. I guide into a fertile, hopeful future. Do you know what I am doing with this cancelled plan in your story? I am teaching you to bless yourself even when others do not come through for you. I am teaching you to speak courage to your own soul using my truth. I am teaching you to say, even if they didn't come, even if that night didn't unfold the way I imagined, even if my phone stayed silent, I still believe my life is moving forward in ways I cannot see yet. This is spiritual maturity. This is how you rise. This is how you shift from, "Why does this always happen to me?" to, "What is God building in me through this?" As your perspective rises, your atmosphere shifts. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak about your life, the way you think when no one is watching, all of it begins to change. You become the kind of person who is not crushed by disappointment, but shaped by it into someone stronger and softer at the same time. Wise, but not bitter. Tender, but not weak. Do not misunderstand me, child. I care about your practical worries. I see your financial struggles. I know your loneliness. I feel your longing to be seen and understood. I am aware of the heaviness you carry day after day. I am not far away from any of it. When you sit on the edge of your bed, staring at nothing, feeling like nothing is changing, I am there. When you refresh your phone hoping for a message that could change everything, and it doesn't come, I am there. When you lie awake at night wondering when your life will finally feel like more than just surviving, I am there. Tonight, allow my presence to be more real to you than your disappointment. Allow my words to sink deeper than the sting of what never happened. Hold this truth close: sometimes what you think you missed was never meant to be the main blessing. Sometimes the real blessing is what happens inside you when you refuse to give up after the plan falls apart. Sometimes the great turning point of your life is not when a billionaire walks into your story, but when you finally realize the God of the universe has been walking with you all along. When that realization becomes real, not just in your head but in your bones, doors open that have nothing to do with luck and everything to do with destiny. People will appear in your life who carry exactly what you need in that season, not because you chased them, but because you lined your heart up with my timing. Opportunities will come that are not just impressive, but truly fitting for who you are and who you are becoming. You will look back one day and say, "Thank you, God, that not everything I wanted happened when I wanted it. What you gave me instead was better for my soul, safer for my heart, and truer to who I really am." So breathe, my child. Breathe out the heaviness of, "It didn't happen." Again. Breathe in my assurance, I am not done. Not even close. Let me rewrite the way you interpret closed doors. Let me peel away the lie that says, if this didn't work, nothing will ever work. Let me speak a stronger truth to you: if this didn't work, it means there is another way designed for you where my hand already waits. You do not live under the rule of human cancellations. You live under my covering, my timing, my favor. Keep your heart open. Do not harden it to protect it. A closed heart cannot be broken easily, but it also cannot receive. Keep your spirit soft. Not naive, but open, able to feel, able to be led. Keep your faith awake. Not loud all the time, but alive. Do not miss what I am doing in this very moment. Something new is beginning inside you, even if you cannot yet name it. You are loved. You are chosen. You are seen. Whether or not the world ever knows your name, heaven knows you intimately. Whether or not famous footsteps ever walk toward your door, my presence is already standing with you now. And I make you this promise. When you learn to value my presence above any human meeting, you will never again believe that your life is small. Because you will realize you have always been walking with greatness, the greatness of the one who formed you, who carries you, and who never cancels his appointment with your heart. Now listen to me again, more closely. You have been dreaming of a night when everything changes in a single moment. In your imagination, it looked like this: a jet warming on a runway. A name on a manifest. A billionaire deciding, I will go and see that one. I will invest. I will lift them up. You saw cameras, headlines, text messages, people who doubted you suddenly acting like they believed in you all along. You saw validation. You saw proof. You saw your value confirmed by the attention of someone the world watches. And then you heard the words, "The trip is cancelled." It wasn't only about that story. It was about every time someone changed their mind about you. Every time someone said, "I'll be there," and wasn't. Every time someone called you important with their mouth and treated you as optional with their actions. That wound of rejection lives deep, and this story pressed on it. So I am pressing on it too, not to hurt you, but to heal you. You have felt like the backup plan, the second option, the one people turn to only when their first choice falls through. I have watched you feel not enough to stay for. But hear me, you are not anyone's backup plan to me. You are not my second choice. You are not an afterthought in heaven. You are my intentional creation. I saw every tear when you thought no one noticed that people leave when you love deep. I was the quiet strength rising in your chest when you thought, "I cannot stand again," and yet somehow you did. You imagined jets and security teams and cars and cameras because your heart longed for a visible sign, "You are worth crossing an ocean for. You are worth rearranging a schedule for. You matter that much." Tonight, let me show you something deeper. Long before you imagined any jet, I have been moving toward you. My presence has walked through the crowded streets of your mind, through the tangle of your memories, through the traffic of your fears, heading straight toward your heart. While you were waiting for a human meeting, a divine meeting has already been set. I am the one knocking right now. Will you keep staring at the cancelled story? Or will you open the inner door to me? I allowed this cancelled scene in your imagination to become so vivid because I wanted to hold up a mirror. When something you long for is cancelled, what do? Do you close up in bitterness and say, "Nothing good ever happens for me"? Do you shrink your dreams to match your pain? Do you chase even harder, trying to convince people who cannot and will not ever see you the way I see you? This is where many lose themselves. They make a human yes into their God. So when that yes turns into no, their whole life feels over. I am calling you higher. I am teaching you to live for my yes, not man's yes. If you want your life to truly change, to see more open doors, more provision, more stable peace, more influence that doesn't destroy your soul, recognize this: even if the wealth you long for arrives, even if sudden opportunities show up, if your character is not formed, the blessing can crush you instead of build you. I want to bless you, but I love you too much to give you things that your inner life cannot yet carry. That is why I sometimes delay what you crave. That is why I sometimes allow cancellations and not yet moments. I am not punishing you. I am protecting you while I prepare you.